great workforce housing grant that really gives you a lot of flexibility in how you want to use it. And so when we were applying for the Iowa Ribbon Grant, we had already for about a year been meeting with this economic stimulus work group that we had put together. And this work group was built with everybody who needed to be in the group. So big brokers were there, mortgage bankers, research folks, the Attorney General's office, the Washington State Housing Finance Commission, our state's top economist, whose name is Cheng Wook Song. And the goal they came up with was to stimulate 12,000 additional first-time home buyers. And they want to do that in 3 different ways. They want to do that first by monetizing the $8,000 tax credit to make it available at the closing table, which it's a long, tortured story. We came this close, but didn't quite get that done because of the IRS. Also, expand the loan limits for the Washington State Housing Finance Commission. We had a really interesting challenge in that we actually had the Washington State Housing Finance Commission had great loan products available for first-time buyers. They had 12 different loan programs available for different targeted groups, based off of income, based off of whether or not you're a first-time buyer, based off of where you live, based off of what you do for a living, if you're a teacher, a firefighter, or a police officer. So they had all sorts of programs that were already funded, but nobody knew about them. And so part of this was they came to us and said, look, we don't need to do all these new great programs. We have something, but can you help us get the word out? The other thing we wanted to do was up the amount of money that the Washington State Housing Finance Commission has. One of the interesting things about Washington, as was spoken before, the Housing Finance Commission is not funded by state tax dollars because it's unconstitutional for the state to lend its credit to citizens. And so they're funded purely through private bond sales, but the private bond sales are capped by the state legislature. So it's a really interesting relationship there. And then we also wanted to make sure that we put together a media and marketing education campaign to promote